With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Browns going up against the Jaguars. With that, let's head up the road to Jacksonville, Florida. Standing by are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They come out here in the eye. And to give this time to the tailback. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. This one complete, left side to Green Beckham. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
This is taken around the 12. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 40. And a return of 8. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Bortles to throw on second down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. On third and long, it's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. No, bottled up. Fumble. Does the big boy have the juice? And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Halfback sent in motion. Rodgers to throw on second down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the I. And they'll run it here. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion. My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
9 yards on the play and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of the game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
Now, Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Jaguars. Todd Gurley, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They come up in an offset eye. Rodgers now on 1st down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. So they've got the football and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it brings up 4th down.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
Here's Ryan Allen now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this.
Watch right.
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel sack. Throwing his Bortles on third down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, 60 yards. And the Jaguars continue to roll. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of the play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On play action, Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. On third and long, it's Rodgers. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll be fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second.
3 down. Hey, check. 319.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Check 30.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Rodgers again now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Jaguars. Todd Gurley saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And
seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Second down following the incompletion.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC.